Halo semua, welcome back to Nyari Media Ngasal. Yay!
Nyari Media Ngasal.
So hello, gue Akra and I'm joined by the boys, Turah dan Martinus.
Halo.
And
Halo.
dan untuk topik kali ini, kita finally gonna be talking about what we like a lot, anime.
I think we like it a little too much.
I think you like it a little bit too much. Menurut gue sih,
Okay.
I'm a normie.
Oh,
I think.
Salim here.
iya.
Bacot.
Bacot lu.
Gue gak separah Tura sih.
Oh, fuck off. You guys are calling me out. No.
Enggak, gue gak separah Tura sih. Fix banget gue gak separah Tura.
Fuck off.
So today we're just having a free flow discussion on the animes that we like, and we prepared like the top 3 animes for each of us. Jadi ya udah sih gitu aja. Mau silahkan yang mulai duluan siapa?
I think we start with the self-proclaimed most normie.
Okay. Oh maybe we go in rotationnya kali ya. One me, one you,
Oh,
terus
right.
Martinos. Yeah, okay. So I think my first entry would be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah. Fuck, it's really fucking basic kan. Basic banget. However,
yeah, like vanilla as white bread type of shit, bro.
Man, tapi you can't deny it's fucking amazing, bro.
FMA tuh itu barat banget sih.
FMA Brotherhood is it's so
Kalau
good.
Full Metal Alchemist lu bilang ke gue, ini animation dari Amerika loh, gue percaya sih.
Ya, gue juga ngerti kayak emang it looks everyone's white. It's set in Europe, I think. Like the only Asian person tuh the Xing guy, you know, the guy who got guy yang fused with greed.
Oh, that guy is my favorite guy.
Yeah, yang dia sipitnya kayak lebay gitu. It's kind of racist honestly.
Oh, sama the little girl kan, little girl yang suka si brothernya.
Sama Alphonse,
mereka
they're from neighboring Eastern countries.
Eastern country.
Yeah, that's at war each other, but whatever. I digress. Tapi emang Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is just some good shit, man. Absolutely bonkers stuff. For 50 episodes, the plot tuh kayak it's 64 episodes. Gue dulu nonton di Animax, so jadi gue nonton tuh this is before the internet, before I had access to internet. And every Monday I tuned in at 8 p.m. to Animax to watch the new episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was the best period of my life. Sumpah, for a whole year, that was some good shit. Itu gue kayak, I think I was 9. Harusnya 9 tahun gak nonton kayak gituan sih. Kayak especially looking at some of the kayak the Nina, you know, the Chimera one. You know what I'm talking about, the Chimera episode. The little girl.
That word.
Itu gue gak ngerti sih waktu bocah. Tapi kayak nonton.
You can't fully appreciate it, but there's just enough dumb action in there.
Gue waktu bocah sih, gue nonton soalnya keren aja, like the magic system looks fucking cool, and it intrigued me enough to try and understand like science more. Soalnya emang technically alchemy mereka justificationnya tuh ini is like pseudoscience, and ada limitations yang clear gitu. You take what you can give. Kayak there's no workaround. It's not some bullshit power level yang kayak okay, friendship gue jadi kuat. Nah, there's none of that.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, kan, there's actual cost and there's actual stakes. And menurut gue, the story is just such an interesting premise, you know. Like at first, it's very simple. Jadi Edward and Alphonse just wants to get their bodies back. But then mereka jadi ikut kayak government conspiracy, and I don't want to spoil the whole thing for anyone that are listening. Tapi it's like kayak AOT juga sih. Like there's so many revelations that kind of puts everything in context. Kalau misalkan lu nonton ulang lagi, knowing stuff that's gonna happen in the future.
But like, do you think gimana ya? To me, Full Metal Alchemist itu kayak if I were to give an example of a very perfectly well-paced show, itu Full Metal Alchemist. It's like gue nonton direkomend senior gue, and he said, dude, ini 64 episode, itu yang direkturnya tahu we're gonna finish in 64 episode gitu loh. Kayak as in mereka udah plan out for the whole 64 episode bakal gimana gitu. So I would say that it's a perfectly well-paced. It's like the very good example of being a well-paced. Tapi kayak
because FMAB had a clear beginning to an end gitu loh. Because the manga was done by that time when they made Brotherhood. Kan FMA in the first one, they kind of went fuck it,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
dimensions.
Itu related gak sih Brotherhood sama FMA?
FMA sama FMAB itu awalnya mulai sama, tapi up until like a specific arc berubah. Soalnya FMA when it was being made, the manga was still going juga. Jadi mereka kayak fuck man, they started coming up with original stuff. And people liked it too. It was still alright. Tapi FMAB I think was just the superior one. Because emang it felt, I don't know, the story was just it hit more for me. And the openings, man, the music.
Not gonna lie.
Crazy.
It's
yeah,
banger.
you can't argue with the openings. FMAB opening 1 to 5, they're all good shit.
Yeah, but
I think.
But the thing is, it's like, I can't exactly say anything about it because it's a good show. That's it. what else am I supposed to say?
It's a good show, emang. It's a good show, and like emang it's really popular. So, tapi menurut gue it's just it deserves it. Emang I think it's a good introductory anime for people because nggak terlalu absurd gitu loh. Because anime kan suka absurd, and I guess like normies and people who watch Western cartoons can appreciate it juga.
I see. So you're trying to recommend like an anime di mana sort of like everyone can enjoy.
Kayak menurut gue FMAB tuh it's pretty accessible. Kayak it's not like Eva. Gue juga suka Eva, tapi I wouldn't recommend that to people to watch. Eva tuh gila man, itu big brain banget. Kalau FMAB masih agak. Terus it's only 64 episodes, right? It's not like I'm recommending someone Naruto Shippuden yang udah 500 episode. Ini kayak 64 episode, you can watch it in a few weeks, maybe 1 week. It's a damn good ride with really interesting plot points.
Alright.
I mean, mostly juga sentimental reasons sih, because I fucking love FMA. It's a big part of my childhood. So moving on, what about you guys?
Martinez?
I cannot say more than One Piece.
Okay, that's
okay.
I think that's also a safe.
Yeah, it's like
a safe answer.
Yes, I do like Dragon Ball.
Gue ngerti kenapa lu bisa bilang kayak gitu. Soalnya gue belum pernah ketemu satu orang pun yang baca One Piece selain kakak gue.
Baca.
Teman gue bahkan nggak baca. Teman gue bahkan he skip half of it karena dia nggak pengen, dia bilang kepanjangan. Gue belum pernah ketemu yang orang-orang yang benar-benar baca 900 lebih chapter.
Tapi emang panjang banget sih, man. Like it's to the point where it's overwhelming. Kok gue nonton dulu animenya di Global TV. Terus tapi I dropped it kan, because ya jadwal Global TV agak kacau lah, nggak ngerti. And gue nggak tahu mau mulai di mana. Do I start from the beginning? Berapa banyak chapter anjing? I don't wanna go through that commitment.
Menurut gue One Piece terlalu bagus sih. Menurut gue kayak kemarin Tura sempat bilang gini kan. Tura sempat bilang kayak, oh the power terlalu gini-gini, ada haki. But do you know haki is introduced in the first episode? Haki itu dari first episode udah ada.
Oh yang si Shanks.
Jadi pas si Shanks ngusir the monster lautnya itu udah pakai haki. Jadi haki itu emang udah the power tuh dari pas lu bilang Enel yang the god yang di Skypia yang di langit. Dia juga udah ada, itu juga udah ada haki.
Ngerti. Cuman the reason why I said that is because sekarang it's to the point dimana kayak mainnya, karena the reason gue suka One Piece awal-awalnya gini. Kalau awal-awal Luffy berantemnya masih pakai otak gitu loh. Kayak misalnya dia ngelawan the Sand Guy. Ya kayak he's supposed to be invincible because he's a sand guy. Like you can't touch him except when he's wet, or except if he's wet. So and there's no water because they're fighting in a desert. Jadi what does Luffy do? He carries a big bucket of water gitu loh on his back, and when that runs out, dia udah berantem saking.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he brought.
No, he does that. Ya kan Martinez?
He does that.
He did that. Nah, once the water runs out, dia at that point in the fight, dia udah berantem saking beat up-nya, he started bleeding. So he used his blood to beat the Sand Guy, and then he won that way. Dan that's one instance. Another instance di mana kayak the Enel guy, the Lightning God guy. It's like the perfect, kayak gimana ya? Kayak Luffy itu the perfect counter.
You say anal guy?
Enel.
Gue lupa namanya.
Cara ngomongnya Enel.
Gue lupa namanya.
Enel.
Kayak Martinez trigger.
Gue gak tahu karakternya sama sekali.
Tapi itu gue juga suka gara-gara it's like obviously Luffy bakal menang karena Luffy itu made of rubber dan dia powernya listrik. Jadi kayak bakal nge-cancel gitu loh. So kayak in that sense kayak meskipun dia nggak pakai otak tapi kayak it makes sense why he would win.
Menurut gue
Sekarang
lebih ke kayak gini loh, kayak Naruto. Lu kayak teknik air loh, teknik api masih kalah lah. Jadi kan dia harus pikirin cara lain dong. Airnya dikembangin jadi mat atau nggak dikembangin jadi apa.
nah, makanya
Same as Luffy dong.
Makanya I feel like power system makanya the same problem I have with One Piece sama kayak Naruto juga di mana power scale-nya terlalu kencang. Sekarang misalnya gini, pas dia di Big Mama arc dia ngelawan the Mochi guy, right? Itu basically kopinya Luffy lah, cuman lebih better in just about every way karena dia bisa literally predict the future. So how the fuck do you beat that?
Iya
Kayak
kan Luffy berkembang, Luffy can predict future too now.
yeah, so how does he do it? Kayak, oh, I'm gonna learn to predict the future as well during the fight. Like, what the fuck? Kayak, jadi lu belajar.
How do anime karakter get better kalau mereka nggak fight?
Ya ngerti, cuman kayak
Plot.
Kayak beneran mesti di tengah-tengah berantem banget gitu loh. Kayak lu tambah kuatnya nggak bisa selama training. Terus apa gunanya 2 tahun lu training arc anjing? Ya kan?
Itu kan karena I think 2 tahun tuh nggak cukup. Soalnya he said ke Rayleigh pernah ngasih ke dia, tapi Rayleigh choose not to teach him that. Soalnya kayak Rayleigh tuh mau dia fokus ke yang lain, fokus ke itunya dia, gear 4-nya dia.
Ya,
This is
tapi
an argument on the magic system at this point.
Ya.
FMAB doesn't have this problem, guys.
Ya,
'Cause the
oke,
magic
oke.
system is perfect.
Soalnya gue nggak
What the
nonton.
fuck,
Kalau gue nonton, I can debate you, oke?
Ya, gue kayak gue ngerti juga FMA magic systemnya dan itu menurut gue one of the better ones amongst kayak some of the other animes that we're gonna talk about. Tapi kayak makanya gue nggak terlalu suka One Piece sama Naruto kayak power scalingnya. It's like too absurd to the point dimana kayak okay, the only reason I can beat you now is because I became stronger. Oh, you strong? No, I will become stronger kayak during the fight. I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Kayak it's not to the point dimana it kayak fairy tale, kayak oh power of friendship gitu kan. But still like come
Tolol
on.
juga sih fairy tale.
Tapi
Yeah.
gue juga rada males nonton anime yang kayak dia udah kayak made to destroy the main villain. Kayak let's just say Kimetsu no Yaiba, dia punya kekuatan pedang yang khusus buat ngalahin main villain ya. Terus buat apa? Ya udah, baca anime udah pasti menang. Lu nggak tahu cara dia.
It's like-
Cara dia menang udah pasti tinggal jurus yang buat ngalahin villain, selesai. Tapi kalau misalnya kayak anime kayak Naruto, kalau Naruto gue nggak bisa ngomong soalnya dia Toujutsu. Tapi kalau misalnya kayak yang kayak One Piece, dia harus train, create a new jurus buat ngalahin.
Tapi I talk a lot of shit about One Piece, right? Tapi I still caught up and I still read. So itu just a disclaimer. So please don't attack me personally. I'll get hurt. My feelings are fragile. Tapi kayak I'm just saying, it comes out of a place of love, okay? Tapi kayak it's just the one criticism I have of the series. But other than that, I like it. Kayak for dumb fun, for shonen especially, right? Kayak there's a reason why One
Yeah.
Piece is kayak
And it's
bisa
consistently good, right?
consistently
Like
good, yeah.
compared to like other big 3 shonens like Bleach. Bleach is
Yeah.
gone ngedip gitu loh quality ya. Ke One Piece I don't read it personally, tapi I know it's been gaining popularity increasingly gitu loh compared to the others yang kayak it wanes into obscurity.
We can't
Kayak-
talk too much about like the power things. I need to make clear about One Piece first. Kalau orang bilang One Piece, it's easy to guess like other shonen. I would agree to some extent. Kayak lu bisa tahu Luffy bakal tiba di suatu pulau, beat the shit out of the pirate in that pulau, conquer the pulau, pindah pulau lain. Tapi di pas mereka lagi di arc itu, lu gak bakal tahu mereka bakal ketemu siapa, dan bisa kayak karakter yang disebut di chapter pertama bisa muncul di chapter ke-700. Pedang yang disebut di chapter ke-15 bisa baru muncul di chapter ke-800. Dan itu kayak the karakter yang lu kira udah gak bakal muncul aja bakal muncul lagi.
So it kind of rewards the people yang actually commit to the series gak sih? Yang
Iya, dan
actually-
terus lu bisa kalau misalnya lu kayak lihat ke chapter 30 sebelumnya, lu bakal lihat kayak tiba-tiba ada kaki muncul. Itu kakinya dia. Kakinya si karakternya bakal muncul. Dia Oda tuh bakal ngasih lu hint sekecil mungkin, bahkan motif baju, motif apa lu bakal nyadar kalau misalnya lu perhatiin kayak itu kan yang pas di chapter kayak 40 chapter sebelumnya. Kalau misalnya lu lihat benar-benar perhatiin, tapi kayak
No, I completely understand kayak the appeal of One Piece. It is kayak it is nothing short of a miracle. But at this point ya gimana kayak how the author is able to consistently be kayak one of the top selling shonen, right? For like what 20 tahun sekarang gak sih?
I think
think
so. It's 1,000 chapters, no?
1999, 22 years this
That's
year.
insane.
itu what 99?
Gila,
That's how old.
man.
1999.
That's how old I am. Fuck.
22 tahun.
Fuck.
22 tahun
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, even though I don't watch One Piece and I'm not caught up with it, gue bisa acknowledge the impact it has. And kayak lu pernah nonton gak sih? Ada that video, that short clip pas lagi World Cup, terus ada this black guy.
Oh, yang dia
the One-
nyanyi lagunya
Iya,
ya, I know.
nyanyi
Sama orang
the One
Jepang.
Piece sama orang Jepang itu anjing
Yeah.
itu
Iya.
wholesome banget, man. And like
Huh?
not any anime can do that gitu loh. I think that's just very distinct to One Piece. Soalnya bang, it's become such a huge thing. It's become such a global phenomenon, and the characters just look so fucking cool. Look at Zoro, man. Kayak gue nggak nonton, tapi gue nonton fights ya, like anjing. Zoro
Iya sih.
keren cuy, Zoro keren banget.
Dia masih belum jelasin kan kayak how did he lose his eye?
He doesn't lose his eye.
Oh,
Kalau
spoilers,
the
man.
theory,
no.
the
Nggak,
theory,
ini theory.
if he open his
Masih-
eye,
yeah.
dia bisa keluarin yang dewa yang four face itu.
Ini
In his
masih
training
theory.
katanya.
Ini
Ya itu
masih
teori. Tapi
so
kayak
we don't know.
dia pernah kayak jelasin gitu, tapi kayak a bit. Jadi tapi kayak langsung di skip gitu.
Hmm.
Banyak bilang sih dia nyoba di sini, bakal di New York.
Well, moving on. What's your pick, Tur?
Okay, just in line with kayak lu jelasin shonen and Martinus juga pick a shonen, I would say my shonen pick would be Gintama. It's like
I see.
kayak if you know Gintama, you probably know what it is, and
It's kind of the anti shonen gitu ya sih.
it's a parody of
Satirical gitu kan.
exactly.
Yeah.
And gimana ya kayak
Fucking meta.
I think kayak it can be a contender with One Piece, tapi kayak it doesn't last as long for me. I don't know lu udah baca atau belum Martinus, tapi kayak
Gue aja nggak tahu Gintama itu kayak cerita tentang apa. Gue cuma tahu nama Gintama. Gue
Tapi
sering
Gintama
banget.
tuh
Gue aja
Gintama
sering banget
populer
ketuker.
loh.
Gue sering ketuker Gintama sama Beelzebub anjir.
Beda man, beda
beda banget. Kayak
I like
I've read both.
Gintama's been around for years, no, Tur? It's like
baru selesai tahun lalu atau 2 tahun lalu gitu.
20 years
Serius?
sampai nggak sih Gintama?
So,
Like at
I don't
least
think so.
at least in the teens, man.
Karena it moved from Shonen Jump to like Shonen Super or something. Gua I don't know.
Ultra,
Tapi the reason why I like it is because it's a comedy kan. Kayak the only reason gua nonton waktu itu kayak I've watched kayak compilation clips of Gintama series. So I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a try, and it is pretty good gitu loh. Tapi kenapa gua, and I can't preach this enough, and I can't compliment Gintama enough for the simple fact that setiap kali they introduce a character, mungkin they make fun of the character initially, and they have some like weird kink to them, but if the author decided that this character is gonna have a tragic backstory and it's emotional time, kayak you'll feel something, man. I don't know, kayak you can be laughing your ass off for 1 minute, and then the next minute you'll be crying your ass off. Okay, menurut gue that's just the appeal of Gintama. It juggles comedy and drama so well gitu. And
I've watched a bit of Gintama, and I think a good way to describe it is that if Community was an anime, then Gintama would be the anime. Because Community kan, you know Community, right? Tur? The one with Childish Gambino. No?
Oh,
yang isi Kenjong.
Yeah, yang ada Kenjong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Community is critically acclaimed because it takes the format of a sitcom and it makes it so meta and self-aware. And I think Gintama does the same thing, tapi untuk shonen emang it's a self-referential show yang make references to other shonens yang pakai their cliches and tropes as a tool in new way gitu loh. Jadi it's really interesting to watch it in that perspective. Like Gintama keren aja sih.
Yeah.
It's unique.
And not only that, kayak it somehow gimana ya? It makes every villain that's being introduced to the series kayak mereka nggak, there's not always kayak one side to every villain. There's always like motivasinya selalu kayak holy shit. It gimana ya? Without spoiling too much, kayak mungkin in one episode they introduce this villain. Abis itu tahu-taunya the next couple of episodes di introduce motivasinya kenapa dia the things that he does, and then how he resolves it, how Gintama resolves it, it's quite mature. And kayak there's barely any throwaway characters karena at the kayak even though kayak some characters are literally being thrown away kayak just for a joke, kayak it's gonna be referred back to kayak in like the next 50 episodes or so. But to me, there's the only entry barrier to watching Gintama is that in terms of story, there really isn't any story until kayak 50 episodes into the series. So that's a heavy starting commitment. Jadi for like, essentially for the first 50 episode, it's just
It's
kayak
episodic kan berarti. Like it's self-contained adventures for each episode.
But
I think some people like that actually. Some
it can
people
be an
prefer
appeal. It can be
a
an appeal for some
a
people.
20-minute thing, like a normal sitcom, you know.
But that's why pas when they get into the story, kayak the story gimana ya, with the characters that you've been building up for 50 episodes, it hits, man. Of course it will hit because you've been with these characters for like 50 episodes, building up their characters, and then pas the story, when shits get real, you feel something because you care for these characters. But yeah, I can't praise Gintama enough for the things that they do. And in terms of kayak shonen impact on the anime community and everything, gimana ya?
Gintama's pretty big, man.
It's a big thing.
Gue pernah ke Uniqlo, and Uniqlo pernah ada crossover sama shonen kan, and like only the biggest shonen Jump franchises get that collaboration. And Gintama had like 5 shirts.
Yang
that's
anjingnya
quite a
itu kan.
lot. Iya kayak ada
Iya.
the other animes were like Bleach, Naruto, the big boys,
Gak
Jadi
dapet.
kayak the fact that ada Gintama, that kind of, even though it's kind of low key, it's still pretty. Not everyone knows it. It's pretty fucking huge still.
Tapi
udah legendary status juga gitu loh.
But I think the only other reason why people can't get into it is because some of the jokes, kayak it's very contextual and very time sensitive. Kayak it may references to shows yang yang only available in Japanese, so kayak international audience might not pick up on that. So that might be the only downside of Gintama. But other than that, it's a pretty good show overall.
If you watch like the basic shonens, I think you can find even more enjoyment in Gintama because it makes fun of them. It's cool.
But it really targets the Japanese community.
I should wear my Uniqlo one piece.
Shall we move on then?
Yes.
So it starts with me again, yeah. My second pick is Gurren Lagann. Have you guys heard of it? So
are you just gonna keep on handing plain bread or what?
Man, shut the fuck up. Gurren Lagann is not that popular. And
I need to Google it. Wait.
Kayak lu pernah lihat sih.
Lu nggak tahu? Okay.
You must have seen the big titty anime girl.
At some point, yang hidung wancung.
At some point in like your internet life, pasti lu pernah lihat.
I think.
Yoko Littner or something.
Honestly, I mean,
I don't think so.
What do you want me to say, man? It's good.
Gue lebih ke ini juga this is also one of the animes that I watched back in elementary school. It holds a lot of sentimental value to me, and it's something that I've watched multiple times over the years. Kayak I think I've watched it 3-4 times already. And yeah, it's something that the first time I watched it, I didn't really appreciate it. Masih bocil kan, bocah ingusan gitu. And then I watched it again in middle school, and like fuck, that's pretty good, because I think I was attracted to it waktu bocah. Soalnya kan it's big robots, it's mech, it's stupid mech. Kayak udah
big robot.
Kayak lihat gitu aja sih semua bocah juga pasti udah kayak fuck yeah, big mech. Terus the gimmick is that the robots have like faces, and the main robot, Gurren Lagann's gimmick is that it can combine two robots, and like there's 2 pilots of like 2 brothers that
basically
piloting.
Power Ranger.
Not really, but more or less.
No, beda.
And I think a big appeal, because siapa sih studionya tuh, I think it's Gainax or something. And I think the main appeal for Gurren Lagann is just how good the animation is. It just looks so fucking cool.
I do agree.
Keren banget, man. Like the fights, they just look so smooth. and the designs of the robots are just stellar, man. And once you get to the second arc, it gets even bonkers. Like it goes to space.
Yeah.
You get a robot inside a robot inside a robot. Terus the sizes of the robot tuh kayak sampai segede galaksi gitu.
I feel.
Jadi
Go on.
jadi if you wanna get into some batshit crazy action, you watch Gurren Lagann. Tapi when you actually take a moment to understand the story and appreciate the slower paced episodes, there's a lot of drama juga tuh, and there's a lot of parts that are kind of depressing and philosophical, especially after something happens in the first arc. I don't like Martino.
See itu.
I don't wanna
I mean,
tell to you.
Okay lah.
Tell me, I'm not gonna watch it.
Hey, you might, man.
You
might.
Dan pendengar kita might,
Disclaimer. I hate 90s anime.
It's not 90s, man. It's from
It's
2008.
like 90s.
No.
Huh?
Is
You have
anything-
that.
Oh my
You have
god.
that animation in 2018, 2008?
What do you mean?
Animasinya jelek banget anjir.
What the fuck,
you're a
bro?
dumbass. Kagak.
Anjing.
Lu lihat final battle
This
ya.
monkey brain
Yang
over here. This Joker.
Anti-Spiral versus Tangen Toppa Gurren Lagann. You're insane, bro.
Oh my
Aku udah
god,
search.
Martinus, you're
Gua
such a
cuma lihat-
clown.
Lu
Gue
jangan
cuma lihat fotonya.
jangan lihat yang episode 4. Episode 4 was like infamous in the community for whatever, kayak it looks shit, tapi the rest of the episodes they're like fucking beautiful animation, man. And there's a lot of overarching themes of determination and kayak spirit, not giving up in anime. Jadi I think it's something that I would want to show to my kid gitu, kayak, hey man, watch this. You can actually learn some good life lessons through it. And
Literally, am I spoiling it by saying kayak
Oh, so
the
this
end-
is basically Gundam with magic.
gak ada magic?
there's no yeah, kinda. It's spiral energy, tapi
Tapi kayak it's not really, it's not your traditional sense of
Yeah.
magic.
kayak Gurren Lagann, it hooks you in with how pretty the animation look and how fucking cool the fights are. But then it keeps you with the character drama and like the depressing and emotional themes. Because it gets pretty emotional, man. It gets really, and it's something that when the climax of like each story point hits, itu tuh that's something that kayak lu jadi ikut senang juga kayak, for the characters, for the protagonists. Lu ikut fuck yeah, man. You go, Simon. You beat that guy.
You
Soalnya
beat
emang soalnya the character motivations I think are really good in this anime. So
Literally by the end, you're literally fighting the entire universe.
yeah, man.
Is that really
It's fine.
spoiling it? Not really.
No, like it's just
Nah.
it's a natural evolution of the story. Okay, you
I feel-
go from a little guy and then eventually you get bigger and bigger, kan? Kayak jadi kayak at the point you're gonna fight the universe, you know?
Okay, if you want an example of how power scaling should be done, it's Gurren Lagann menurut gua. Karena power scalingnya, yes, at the end of the series kayak you look back kayak what the fuck, this guy literally fights the entire universe. Tapi kayak it makes sense when you
It
look at it.
I don't care tuh. Kayak
Iya,
the point is soalnya emang that's not the point gitu loh. Kayak gak ada. There's no it's not. It is bullshit. Tapi the emotions behind it just gets you so riled up. Jadi kayak fuck it. You can throw galaxies now. I don't care. It looks cool.
ngerti. Kayak I'm saying that this is how you should do power scaling menurut gua. Kayak if you wanna go bonkers, kayak
Masih tolol. Tapi MLB yang masih tolol. Tapi
but somehow it just works, man.
it doesn't take you out from the story kayak macam Naruto atau Dragon Ball gitu loh. It's I think
Yeah, I
because
think
it's a short anime juga sih. I think that plays a part on
Yeah,
why lu udah bodo amat juga. It's only 24.
Yeah, 24.
20 yeah, it's 21, 24 episodes. Jadi it's a sweet ride. You can watch it. You can just watch the first part or just the second part. They're pretty independent of each other. So
Maksudnya?
I think so too. Like if
Nah.
you watch the second part by itself, I think it's still okay. But the first part gives it a lot more weight and
More
gives more
context, yeah.
context.
More
Oh,
than
that's gonna tie in perfectly to my next choice.
Ah, God, Jesus Christ.
I think you
I think gue udah tahu
I think you
anjing.
know Tur. Ya udah. Well, Gurren Lagann, I would show to my kids, and I think that it's actually gonna teach them life lessons. That's how good I think it is.
I'm gonna force my kid to watch thousands of One Piece. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sampai mereka mati aja gue tonton
Kayak
anjing.
One Piece tapi emang juga ada a lot of good life lessons juga gak sih? So makes sense.
Friendships.
lumayan. Friendships basically.
So Martinus, what's your second choice, boss?
Okay, this is gonna sound so cliche and fuck you guys yang bilang ini cliche. I'm gonna choose Haikyuu.
I mean, it's not as cliche as
It's
literally. It's not as cliche as Akra's pick. Okay, so
But I don't think people would know of Gurren Lagann kayak the typical, typical Twitter netizen gitu kayak nggak tahu banget deh Gurren Lagann. It's still pretty obscure.
Iya.
Kayak
Gua
Martinez nggak tahu.
I don't know
Martinez kan
Gurren
udah
Lagann.
lumayan
Gua
high
tahu sih.
tier weeb, man.
Gua nggak tahu Gurren Lagann.
all right, fine.
But Haikyuu though, that's that's on the stratosphere, man, of like popularity. Itu everybody
Iya,
knows
dan
that.
gue benci banget sama semua orang yang baru mulai nonton. So, kalau kalian angkatan corona nonton Haikyuu, fuck you guys. I really hate you guys. Soalnya masalahnya gini nih. Gua tuh Haikyuu tuh is a really good sport anime. Gue bisa debate itu top 3. Soalnya gue belum nonton Hajime no Ippo, gue nonton Daime no Ace.
Keren.
Kata orang Hajime no Ippo is like number 1. Gue belum
Mhm.
nonton, jadi gue bilangnya selalu Haikyuu itu top 3 lah.
Slam Dunk juga it's pretty good.
Slam Dunk juga bagus banget, gue udah nonton. Itu bagus banget. Slam Dunk itu gimana ya? Slam Dunk and Haikyuu itu caranya tuh mirip banget. Cuma kalau Slam Dunk dia tuh dari totally zero to jadi bisa main. Kalau Haikyuu tuh dia emang udah ada bakat. He has bakat buat lompat tinggi, terus kayak
Speed
di polish gitu loh, jadi kayak a good volley player. Terus gue suka tuh mereka nggak pakai gimmick kayak power kayak jelas.
Yeah.
Terus it
It's
actually
realistic, nggak kayak Inazuma
accepts-
11 gitu loh.
Iya. Terus gue suka tuh
and jump.
kalau Inazuma 11 kan gue nonton. Mereka tuh kayak tahu nggak sih typical TV anime. Jadi kan jurusnya dia itu.
Yeah.
Jadi yang bakal diputar tuh klipnya itu aja. Paling diganti backgroundnya aja.
Oh,
Misalnya dia punya
yeah.
jurus spin. Ntar pakai klip yang itu paling backgroundnya diganti misalnya di sekolah ini ganti di sekolah ini, di sekolah yang lain ganti sekolah yang lain. Jadi gue kayak aduh lu gak niat banget sih bikin anime.
You know they go to space eventually in Inazuma 11.
I don't
Oh, God, I don't know. man.
Start from football terus mereka ke luar
The
angkasa
fuck?
gitu. Anyway,
It's
lanjut
like-
Martinez.
Ya, lanjut.
It's stupid.
Terus Haikyuu kayak gue kan udah baca manganya ya, jadi kayak lumayan plot twist sih gimana kayak the ending is kayak lu kalau misalnya aduh ini gue harus spoiler nih gimana nih ya udah
Jangan spoiler
alert.
lah ini. Holy shit.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Kalau misalnya sport anime kan you kayak you win it all, you don't do it in Haikyuu. Oke.
Oh, malah enggak, malah
Oke,
enggak.
same thing in Slam Dunk kan. Slam Dunk you
Malah-
don't win it all.
Malah enggak champion.
Ya Haikyuu
gitu
juga
kan.
enggak. You don't bisa gue bilang win at all lagi.
Realistis berarti ya.
Iya,
Realistis. Realistis soalnya mereka bukan top tier team, jadi mereka nggak mungkin bisa juara 1.
But that's why I like Haikyuu though.
Iya, terus
You can relate to the characters more because like they're not impossibly good gitu loh. They're just people. They're trying their best.
dan karena gua kayak gua dulu olahraga di sekolah ikut klub gitu. Jadi kayak gua ngerti gitu loh gimana Haikyuu works, gimana mereka nge-train, gimana mereka latihan sama sekolah lain. Itu kayak realistik banget. Top tier lah, I would say. You guys should watch it. Kayak gua nggak mau spoiler lebih dari yang tadi. Kayak you guys just should watch it.
Gue belum
Dan-
tamat sih, tapi I've watched
Iya.
a few.
Dan bagi kalian yang bilang gua mainstream banget, I fucking wait 3 years for the season 4. Kalian yang baru nonton tahun lalu udah dapat season 4, bersyukurlah kalian.
I mean, kayak Akra, you see me kayak just binge watch the whole Haikyuu
Yeah.
series in like couple of days.
It's a testament of how good it is, man.
Exactly, kayak
Pretty
gimana ya?
Dan gue udah nonton ulang berkali-kali cuy. Saking gue
Okay.
capek nonton gue nunggu season 4, gue nonton ulang season 2, nonton ulang season 3. Kayak gue udah 3 kali kayak nonton ulang season 3 deh.
And emang
Just how good it is.
sports anime, I guess in general, it kind of strikes a different chord to people gitu gak sih? It's the same thing with like Rocky or apa ya? What's the sports movie? Fuck, I'm blanking. Yes, yeah, that's the same thing. That's just a sequel.
Yeah.
Tapi ya sports anime soalnya it's realistic and it is up to the player kalau misalkan dia mau give the motivation to do something. And I think there's something very inspiring to that gitu gak sih? The same thing happens with Slam Dunk. Kayak gue tahu Sakuragi awalnya I don't think he even joined the team because he wanted to gak sih?
He joined the team to impress a fucking girl.
Iya kan? And like he was
Relatable.
tall. Iya, dia tinggi kan. Jadi kayak okay, might as well. But over time he evolves and he actually falls in love with the sport of basketball and he trains so hard. And I think the same thing happens in Haikyuu, right? And people just like seeing that. People like seeing an underdog story, man. And a lot of sports anime do that story beat. And it just, but Haikyuu just does it really good. Nggak cliche aja.
I mean, I don't read any other sports anime, and I don't watch any other sports anime except Haikyuu. But I feel like other sports anime, they have the gimmick of having like some kind of supernatural abilities, right? Bisa turn invincible atau whatever. Tapi
I mean, that's not common. Tapi a
that's
lot
not
of
common, but
there's it's a gimmick.
that
Kayak Ice Shield. What the fuck?
Subasa.
Yeah.
that
The
gives it
OG lah.
that
11, Hidata and Jump. A lot of the sports anime falls to that.
makanya it gives it that bad reputation. But that's why gue suka Haikyuu gara-gara it's super realistic, and I actually learn a lot about volleyball. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
After watching the anime, I'm like, I'm a pro at volleyball.
Iya, gue baca pas gue lagi masih sekolah. Jadi setiap kali gue waktu itu teman gue belum baca kan, Haikyuu belum populer. Gue terus Titnya disuruh main volley, terus gue kayak I know this shit, I know how to do this, I know how to do this. Terus gue bangga banget pas gue dapat ngeblok teman gue, kayak anjing gue dapat blok.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I learned this from manga.
I mean, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of kids in my school yang mulai main volleyball because of Haikyuu, kayak adik kelas. Terus guys from my batch juga jadi mulai main volley because of Haikyuu. And I think volleyball is a great sport though.
But
I'm kind of surprised it's never been covered as a sports manga or anime before Haikyuu. I think it does, tapi kayak nggak sepopuler ini.
It's a testament, I think, to how good Haikyuu is. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, I guess. Tur, what's your choice?
Okay, my second choice is, menurut gua, is coming out of left field, but it might not for you guys. My second choice is Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, that's a lovely choice.
I can't stress how good it is and how easy it is to consume, karena it's available on Netflix and it's only like 10 episodes.
That's crazy. Itu yang gila sih menurut gua. It's 10 episodes tapi bisa se-impactful itu.
Apa judulnya?
Devilman
Crybaby.
Crybaby.
Lu pasti pernah lihat sih, Martinus.
Lu pasti tahu.
Crybaby.
When it first came out,
Everyone's talking about it.
There was so much buzz around it.
But at least I never got into it. But pas gua nonton bareng Akra juga, kayak holy shit, we have to finish this.
Man. Iya kayak.
Gue pernah lihat cowoknya yang hitam.
You must have known the meme, kayak
gue tau meme-nya deh.
PewDiePie used it as his profile picture for like a while. Like one of the white guy, Rio.
Oh, pantes.
No, not Rio.
Yeah. Sampai sekarang deh kayak masih dipakai.
No, that's a different guy from an anime by the same director though. Makanya art style mirip. Okay. Gue nonton sama Turah kan, waktu Turah was still here in London, we're still in the same flat. Terus kayak gue taruh aja, cause like nonton apa ya? Pura gara-gara Crybaby. Cause I heard it was good from my friend. Dia rekomen emang. Tapi gue ngeliat trailernya aja, gue kayak be aja, kayak apaan sih, some stupid action, looks pretty dumb.
But
pretty
dumb. Oh boy, we were wrong, and we were kayak at least I find it pleasant, because I was pleasantly surprised to find that holy shit.
Me too.
Kayak I understand the hype now. It's gimana ya? Not only it covers such a heavy topic in like 10 episodes. I think that in itself is a miracle, right? Tapi it covers heavy topics and it doesn't exactly answer it. Tapi kayak that's just representative how real life is, karena we are all struggling to answer kayak gimana ya, how to live and the morality and shit. It is pretty woke. It makes political commentary of what's actually happening in real life. But that's just how good it is, I feel. Right? That's part of the appeal.
Like lu Martinus, kalau lu main nonton the first few episodes, it's a pretty basic kayak monster of the week type of anime. Kayak first episode he fights this guy, second that guy, terusnya. Then up until the 4, half point, shit goes down, and ini jadi kayak government conspiracy. Terus lu jadi cover themes of war and prejudice, homophobia, religion, halu banget. Terus gue sama
typical Netflix banget gak sih?
Exactly.
Tapi gue nggak nyangka dari Netflix se-quality itu loh, cause like it's a Netflix original anime, right? And they don't have the best track record for like original stuff.
Tapi gue nggak suka anime stylenya. Kayak Japan Sings, tau gak sih? Gue gak suka.
No, okay.
Emang itu, it's the same director, that's why. Emang.
Ya, gue pas lihat gue langsung tahu ini pasti yang bikin Japan Sings, sih, mirip banget.
Enggak, okay. gue juga awalnya nggak suka art style-nya, tapi kayak if you
But it plays
manage
into
to
it.
look past the art style,
Yeah.
the story itself kayak it can carry itself, it can engage you. I don't know, kayak by episode berapa 8 kalau nggak salah, I'm like, fuck, holy shit, what the fuck did I just watch? Kayak, it's just
Yeah, man.
kayak I feel something that to me that series kayak makes me reflect
Yeah.
on a lot of things in my
Like,
life.
Like a lot of animes make you feel, right? Tapi
Mm.
this one, it makes you think.
ini
It's like
komen-komennya kayak, I don't know,
macam
the comment is like, the anime destroy my soul, highly
iya,
recommend it.
ini
Just
mirip
finish
mirip
the series, gonna watch
Literally,
Zootopia to sweat out my depression.
ya
no.
ini mirip Eva sih. Ini kayak a modern day Evangelion menurut gua.
Oh, gue
It
belum
covers.
selesai, but yeah.
You need to watch Eva dan
Gue
pokoknya
belum nonton Eva sih.
it's a depressing type. Mirip Eva.
The scene that really makes me, I'm not gonna spoil, tapi kayak there's a scene that really strong, my heartstrings. Dimana kayak when that scene played, and I think you know Kra, which scene that is. Kayak
It gets pretty graphic.
it gets pretty graphic, and I'm like, oh my god, did that just happen?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, kayak gimana ya? Kayak
It subverts your expectation.
in this day and age, kayak you see gory stuff all the time. Tapi kayak the way the gory stuff is being portrayed, this series makes you feel something.
I think kayak it's disturbing. I think this anime is disturbing, and that's just what I think good art should be. Kayak gue pernah baca
Borderline.
this pretentious quote yang kayak, oh, good art should conform the disturbed and disturb the comforted or some shit.
Yeah,
Ya,
alright.
pokoknya tapi I think
Kind
that
of stuff.
perfect. Iya kan? Tapi I think that perfectly goes along with Devilman Crybaby because
Very true.
watching it at first gue kayak, yeah, this looks fucking cool, kind of sexy though, kind of too much sexy. But then gue akhirnya kayak fuck. Gua
It's
nonton apa,
artsy.
man?
I think it
Gue
is.
berasa
Yeah.
like it feels dangerous gitu loh.
Makes you like having existential crisis gitu.
Yeah.
But
And me and Tura, we finished it in one sitting. 10 episodes in one sitting. Jadi kayak that's
It's
just a
very-
Yeah,
thing.
that's not a long time kan, 20 menit doang gak sih?
Lumayan.
Ya
And we
20
didn't
menit, 10
Yeah,
menit.
3 jam lah.
Ya,
3
10
jam.
episode
we
ya.
didn't speed up the pace. Jadi kayak kita enjoy aja and fuck 10 episode just went by.
Yeah, man.
Iya
Insane.
sih.
I can't recommend it enough, especially with how easy it is for you to gain access for it. But yes, moving on without me preaching to the choir how good Devilman Crybaby is. Akra, your next pick. Ah, God. Yada. Get it over with.
My last favorite anime is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man.
Oh.
Some
Wow.
solid.
Just change your name to George or Steven or like some
solid shit,
American
man.
name, man. That is very American
I
manga.
understand. Kayak there's a lot of bad reputation around JoJo. Soalnya emang komunitasnya tai sih. And like
Yeah, fucking
I've
toxic cunts.
seen so many memes yang kayak about JoJo di Instagram. Terus it's just jayus aja and it's not funny. But I watched JoJo before it got big. Okay.
Yeah,
Jadi,
you're like one of those kayak. Oh, I
I'm
was
not-
there before it was cool.
yeah, I'm not pissed that JoJo got big. Kayak gue senang more people are enjoying it. Tapi emang like because of this association with the toxic community sama kayak yang bacot gitu.
Yeah, the
Orang jadi
gatekeepers.
pikir JoJo is cringe, but no, man, it's actually pretty good, and I like the fact that it's segmented into parts, right? Like currently there's 8 parts, and so it makes it very accessible for people to just rewatch a certain part or just pick up mereka mau mulai di mana aja, like they because each part is very distinct from one another with very distinct protagonists. Jadi kayak kalau misalkan you don't like part 1, oh maybe you'd like part 2 more because he has the protagonist is the grandson of the first guy, and like he's a completely different person. He's a funny man instead of the stoic first JoJo. So it's like Doctor Who. It's like the Japanese Doctor Who, because Doctor Who kan kan Doctor Who there's like what 12 different doctors.
I don't know. I don't keep up, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's a lot of doctors, right? And each doctor brings something new to the table, and each doctor has a different supporting cast. Terus, because of this segmentation, I think the story becomes very manageable, and it doesn't get too convoluted gitu loh.
I
And
don't
you
know.
can't talk about JoJo without talking about how bizarre it is aja sih. Emang
It is to a certain extent bizarre. Gue baca the first part, right? I don't watch, I read. And gue baca aja just for the story. I'm like, the fuck's going on? Like
yeah.
this. I mean, if there's any more typical shonen trope, kayak to me, JoJo Part 1 is nothing special. It's just like
Oh,
B aja.
it's just mid. It's okay.
Yeah. As a
Tapi
shonen, yeah, it's completely mid. I
it's
think
where it started,
at some parts it's like
And
suboptimal.
I think the author kind of realized fuck man, it's pretty boring.
I mean,
My
part 2
protagonist is
juga
pretty boring.
to me I haven't finished reading it, tapi kayak gue baru baca part 2, I'm like, it's not really picking up, man. But that's the thing to me. To me, I feel like the barrier of entry for JoJo is also quite big. Dimana kayak you have to kind of commit to it if you really want to get into the series.
Yeah, kayak if you consume all parts, it's gonna make the overall experience more enjoyable. So lalu kayak, oh, you can pick up, oh, that's the guy from that part, and oh, that's the name from the other part, and itu kayak kind of rewarding juga. Like One Piece yang it rewards people who stayed around the
Oh
longest
my
gitu loh.
god. I can't believe you compare One Piece to JoJo. Holy shit.
JoJo's been around longer, man. It's been here from the 80s, bro.
Okay, there. All right.
Tapi I think the main appeal for me untuk JoJo tuh is just it's so dumb. It's so fun. This is so dumb.
It's literally monkey brain. You turn it off kayak.
Kayak
Funny
anime kan emang absurd banget kan. And JoJo tuh it falls under the spectrum yang emang absurd banget, and like it's just some of the
Namanya
shit
aja
that
bizarre adventure.
Iya, emang it fully embraces the name that it puts itself in. Kayak emang it's weird, it's comedic, tapi at the same time Araki has this magic system yang there's very little bullshit menurut gue.
Really, I feel like it has a lot of bullshit. Tapi
Kayak emang there's
I'm
a lot
not
of
gonna get
bullshit.
into that debate, okay?
Enggak, emang it's a lot of nonsense in the sense kayak okay, anyone can have any ability, tapi once you have that ability, udah lu itu aja, and you gotta get creative with it. And I think especially in part 4, menurut gue the way they use the stand powers is really creative. Kayak the protagonist kan bisa break things and reassemble them, right? Jadi jadi dia he takes a glove, a rubber glove, he eats it, okay? He cuts it up and he eats it. Jadi kan rusak kan di dalam tenggorokan dia. And then he eats the enemy, but then he reassembles the glove. Jadi the enemy is encased in the glove. So, who thinks of that, man? Tapi kayak within the context of the magic system yang udah established, itu emang make sense. Jadi it's not some kind of ass-pull banget gitu fights ya. And all the fights are like that. All the fights kind of took a bit of creativity from the main JoJo in that part. It's dumb, man. It's just dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It's dumb fun.
It's dumb fun. Terus when you get to part 7, oh my god, that's his own thing. Part 7 is a masterpiece. Itu good.
Oh god. Here we go again.
I just love JoJo, man. That's it, eh?
I feel the only gripe I have with the JoJo series is not JoJo with the series itself, it's with the fans.
With the fans, of course it's with the fans. Like the meme community emang. Gue juga awalnya gue jadi tahu a lot of JoJo stuff because of symbiosis from the stuff I see on Instagram. But like I took the time to watch it and emang.
I feel like at this point I can bullshit my way out of a conversation in with JoJo just because with so many
the memes. Kayak
so many exposure with it.
You probably know like Zawardo, fucking
Zawa.
The aura shit. Terus
you're approaching me.
The typical JoJo fan paling maklum aja kayak I know that.
I don't know, but please move on before he goes off on another tangent. Martinez, what's your pick?
I can talk about JoJo a lot, man.
Fine, next.
We can probably make one episode of you just talking about JoJo.
Yup.
Because of this is a anime episode, I need to say about anime. Tapi kalau manga, I need to say nisekoi. Tapi because of this is anime, jadi gue pilih Your Lie and April.
I see.
Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso.
I think that side of yours is showing, Martinez.
An emotional pick.
That emotional bitch side.
Interesting.
I think this is my first time I cry so bad after
Oh, diketawain
watching a
anjing.
series,
What the
watching a
fuck?
series.
Fuck you, Kak.
Kalau watching a movie, kalau anime sih gue nangis lebih parah dari ini, bahkan gue nonton Doraemon Stand By Me. Tapi setelah itu gue nonton ini and I cry so bad, and like berapa hari yang lalu gue kayak mikir, pengen nonton ulang tapi kayak gue mikir I just want to feel. Terus gue cuma nonton episode terakhirnya and I cry so bad. Terus gue kayak anjing lah, ini series emang
Anjing.
bagus banget sih. You guys should watch it lah. Gue gak mau spoiler, intinya if you guys wanna feel, just watch this anime.
Even though kayak my favorite ones are you can see gue monkey brain gitu kan, yang stupid action, matiin otak terus kayak big funny aja kan. But I can appreciate but I can appreciate and enjoy emotional animes. Kayak Anohana, fuck man, I binge that in one sitting. Itu the night before gua UN waktu SMP, before gua naik kelas ke SMA, gua nonton. Kayak gua langsung mikir aja kan kayak, I can watch one episode terus jam 12 malam episode 11. Soalnya emang kalau misalkan Anohana lu gak nonton sampai kelar, you don't get the emotional payoff. And I think a lot of these emotional animes emang it's as a whole package, it's fucking beautiful. Your Lie in April emang bagus banget juga kan.
I feel like gue gak tahu ya. I haven't finished Your Lie in April. Gue baru nonton kayak 2 episode. Tapi kayak with Anohana, gue I don't know why. Ini gue psychotic banget, tapi teman gue langsung tunjukin gue the final episode. I haven't watched the previous episode. Dia langsung tunjukin gue episode 11. Tur, check this out. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch it with you. Tapi kayak even watching that one episode made me cry like a bitch. I don't know why. Kayak even watching that final episode, gue udah tahu kayak, okay, this is probably what happened. Tapi kayak with minimum context, I can still cry with that series. But I don't know, hopefully Your Lie in April is as good as people say.
Emotional animes, when it's done well, man, it pulls the right strings.
I think the only problem with Your Lie in April is too much episode sih.
Emang berapa sih?
24
yeah.
atau 25. Menurut gue terlalu panjang sih buat emotional. Kayak you can short it down.
The typical emotional anime.
Kalau emotional anime 12
12
gitu deh, kayak tur 12. Tapi kan mereka cuma bisa 12 atau 24 kan, untuk 12 kan 3 bulan, 24 6 bulan. Mereka nggak bisa kayak 4 bulan, 5 bulan kan. Tapi kalau mereka bisa, menurut gue sih 18 gitu udah cukup sih. Soalnya beberapa episode tuh kayak ya nggak masuk ke ceritanya aja.
Yeah. Don't spoil because I'm probably gonna watch it. Tapi kayak I can see it. Karena kayak a lot of feel good anime that I watch is just an introduction. Kayak mereka cuma keluarin 1-2 season, abis itu sisanya you just read from the manga. That's what a lot of these show, I would say shoujo nggak sih? Shoujo anime, shoujo manga type.
Emang ada classification-nya ya? Yang these emotional
kayak nggak ada.
tearjerker, nggak kan?
Shoujo setahu gua. Shoujo kan,
that's what it's called?
Cewek, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No man, I don't think these types of animes are for women. It's for everyone to enjoy.
Kayak buat semua orang.
I can cry like a little bitch watching those like Your Name. I cried.
I know.
Oh, Your Name sedih sih. Your Name sedih sih.
I like these types of show. Tapi kayak I think that's how they classify it. I can't really say.
Well, anyways, Tur, what's your final choice? This is the final one.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of some feel good anime, my final choice would be Oregairu.
What is that?
My youth romantic comedy is wrong, as I expected.
Yeah.
That is the English name.
Is this some harem shit, Tur?
Enggak. Dua cewek doang nggak sih?
Cuman it's a love triangle.
Ya, cuma 2 cewek.
It's set in high school.
Yeah, of course it's set in high
school.
Of course, every good romance anime is set in high school. Tapi kayak I feel like
absolutely.
I've seen a lot. I mean, I haven't seen the very underground romance stuff. Tapi kayak with the basic romance shit that I've consumed, it's pretty up there, man. It's one of the best to me because it doesn't pay a lot of attention to other side characters. It doesn't have too many characters that you need to care. Basically, you only need to care with the 3 main protagonists, and they really develop. They explore the theme of loneliness. That whole that whole edgy. I'm sure everyone has this emo phase in their life. Dimana kayak, oh, I hate everyone. I don't want to be social. I want to be alone.
Make me laugh so bad.
I'm not calling anyone out. I was also part of I also had that phase. Tapi kayak that's why to me this series hits karena I feel like I'm being called out here. Tapi kayak it's so good that it addresses kayak gimana ya? It's
How
not
many
afraid.
episodes are there?
Udah
It
3
has 3 season.
And each
Ya
season berapa
12,
episode?
36, roughly there.
Oh,
But
okay. So it's a short season.
that's why I like it because it's not afraid of saying what a lot of these kids in that stage in their life are are not saying to their friends, and it explores the theme of friendship. It explores the theme of what it truly means in liking someone. It's just a really good kayak gimana ya, it's one of those rare romance anime that actually makes you think about romance. So in that perspective, I'd say it's pretty good.
Do you think it's one of those manga atau anime yang kalau lu baca you can actually take a lot of good nuggets of wisdom from it, and kayak you
Yeah.
can actually use it in real life terus you can become a better person or handle relationships better gitu.
I'm not I'm not gonna say that watching this anime is gonna make gonna fix your broken relationship. You should get your your divorced parents to watch this anime, you fix their marriage. Gak semagical itu. Tapi kayak it makes you think about your current relationship. Kayak it one of the themes that it brings up is that how real is friendship. Kayak are you really friends with someone just because you talk with them a lot, or is that a face that you put on? You know that whole shtick, and
that's some deep cutting stuff, man. That's
gimana ya,
digging into some insecurities.
especially when you're at that age, right? When you're still insecure and when you're still trying to figure yourself out as a person, and that's why it really hit. Dan gue nonton pas when I'm in that age juga. Jadi kayak oh shit.
You're the demographic. You're the target demographic. You're
like,
meant to watch this.
I'm being called out here. I don't like it. Tapi kayak it's just so good. I can't praise it enough. That's my top 3.
I see. So we've all shared our top 3 now, and just to close things off, I wanna talk about how you think anime and just the consumption of it and how popular it is. Do you think it's grown that exponentially? Misalkan di Indo ya, let's just keep it in the parameters of Indonesia. Yeah.
I feel it's not growing exponentially. It's just more weebs are coming out. Why am I saying that? Like, tapi kayak it's just I feel like it's more accepted now that in saying that I like watching anime in today's society.
I think di Indo watching anime has always been kind of regular. It's normal. It's not something yang aneh. Kalau di barat kan you've probably heard of the stories yang kayak lu nonton anime lu aneh atau apalah.
Di Indo juga gak sih?
Di Indo juga to a certain extent.
Orang kayak dulu kalau zaman-zaman gue nonton tuh kalau orang bilang, "Ih, kamu nonton anime?" Pasti kayak tipikal lu tau gak sih orang yang pakai tas yang beli di Gramet, pakai kacamata, pakai headphone yang harus headphone besar, terus pakai jaket lusuh. Pasti kayak gitu aja mereka ngejudge-nya orang-orang yang nonton anime.
I feel as if kalau anime tuh like Japanese culture has been always kind of instilled di Indonesia. Ya kan kita dulu we were conquered by Japan, right? Jadi ya the Japs has always loomed over us, and anime has always been, especially in the early 90s, late 80s one, it's always been in circulation di apa sih di broadcast TV.
Yeah, you remember Space Tune?
Broadcast
that
channel.
shit's wild, bro.
Not just Space Tune, man. Kayak macam Indosiar, RCTI, they play Crayon Shinchan, Doraemon kan was on RCTI, like Dragon Ball. And I think a lot of people from the 90s and late 80s udah mulai konsumsi anime gitu loh. Compared to like from the West, I think in the West, one of the first ones yang kayak pioneered anime di Amerika tuh kayak Cowboy Bebop or something.
Cowboy Bebop
and Dragon Ball, right?
Dragon Ball for sure.
Iya kan, but itu juga mereka masuknya lewat Toonami or some stuff. Kalau kita kan, it's on national TV, you know.
Yeah,
it's on
global TV.
Yeah, it's on global TV. It's on the normal broadcast, and I think we were just ahead of the curve in terms of kayak knowing of it. Tapi sekarang, cause internet udah very widely available, jadi makin keras aja. Tapi we've always liked anime.
Tapi kayak terus ya. Kalau misalnya di gua ada state di mana lu nggak pernah kayak, lu nonton anime nggak pernah gitu sampai tahun lalu. Kayak lu nggak pernah nanya duluan ke orang lu nonton anime apa enggak. Lu bakal nunggu someone broider terus lu kayak, lu nonton anime juga, gua nonton juga, lu nonton apa kayak. Gak
Yeah.
pernah lu buka omongan dengan kayak, tau gak anime ini bagus? Gak bakal. Apalagi kalau misalnya zaman lu nongkrong gitu, misalnya nongkrong bahas anime kan pasti kayak orang-orang kayak ih not cool. Terus sekarang orang kayak ih anime itu cool loh kayak. I don't know.
Fuck you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that used to think anime is not cool, fuck you.
Kayaknya emang ada distinction sih, tetap like you have the normal animes like Naruto, etc. And the vast majority of people di Indo, I think, have watched at least an arc or two.
Enggak
kind of
nyampe
stuff.
an arc sih. I don't think not even an arc.
Yeah,
Tapi
by symbiosis, they've
symbiosis.
yeah, they've watched it somehow. They know what's happening. They know there's a fucking demon fox inside of Naruto. They know that.
Iya.
Tapi
Tapi
kayak I feel like
yang lebih deep cut anime kayak macam ya Rent a Girlfriend gitu, that's a different tier.
oh yeah, it's like kayak you have to seek out those types of anime if you really want to watch it. It's not like lu dibombard kayak unlike Naruto. Yeah, I get it. Tapi kayak
That's a good anime by the way. Watch it. Rent a Girlfriend.
Terus ya
I've read
di
it,
Indo,
so.
di Indo this anime culture emang gila aja, soalnya emang I think we're more so than a lot of other countries because we have our own dedicated Hololive itu, man, our own Hololive section, you know. Hololive Indo tuh is a thing.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talked about this.
We talked about this in our
It's
other
fucking
episode.
it's fucking crazy. Kayak
Ya,
emang
terus
that's just a testament on how big anime is in Indonesia.
Yeah.
kayak seberapa banyak website buat nonton anime di Indo juga gila gak sih dibanding sama bahasa-bahasa lain?
Iya.
But
Kita tuh udah
nge-sub.
setingkat Inggris sama Spanish deh kayak.
in
Cek.
terms of
Kalau
anime
lihat
consumption, yeah.
Kalau lihat klip-klip di YouTube itu diantara kalau nggak Spanish, English ya kita.
Iya,
Gak ada bahasa
you're
lain,
right.
gak ada bahasa lain, gak ada bahasa
Bener-bener,
lain.
no serius.
Yeah.
Itu gue
that's true.
I started being recommended kayak VTuber clips in Spanish. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
juga,
I guess it's a big market, huh?
I've seen channels of like Naruto theories yang Indo only nih, purely. Terus comment section-nya Indo semua. And like mereka in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Jadi emang gila, man. With millions of views. Emang the anime community in Indo is fucking big. Kalau misalkan kita GDP dihitung sebagai dalam konsumsi anime, we're at least in the top 5, man. At least in the top 3.
You're bringing economy in this, bro.
Yeah, man. We're probably only like second to Japan itself. Kalau misalkan kayak
Oh,
gitu.
anjing, oke.
Masalahnya kita ngebajak doang.
Kita
kita banyakan bacanya ilegal, nontonnya ilegal, beli figur palsu.
Ya, regardless kalau misalkan bajakan atau legal, tapi kalau misalkan just pure consumption and you turn that if our GDP dihitung dalam itu, kita top 3, man. Just losing only to Japan, sumpah.
I mean.
True.
Okay, I would argue gimana ya? Kayak pas dulu kita nggak fully realize, at least for me, gue nggak fully realize anime itu it's its own subculture. I just thought kayak anime kayak Naruto, Bleach,
It's show.
It's just another cartoon, right? Kayak because I watch it alongside other cartoons kayak SpongeBob, Dora, so I thought, oh, it's one of those things. Tapi kayak once I know how deep this rabbit hole goes, I'm like, oh shit.
Yes,
really...
In a post-pandemic world, I think everyone just gave it a try, di Indo especially.
Semua teman gue yang nggak nonton anime jadi nonton anime sekarang.
Not post pandemic, during pandemic. Post is after pandemic.
Sekarang udah agak post gitu. It's like at the point where we're kind of adjusted to it. It's
like
just,
we're transitioning, yeah.
It's living. Yeah, we were cohabitating with it, like Jokowi said, whatever.
Yeah.
Terus I guess to close things off, the perfect storm is happening right now in terms of like anime culture with the release of AOT. And I think emang it's a combination of a lot of things ke AOT itu, and it just represents how big anime is in my opinion.
And how good anime can be, right?
Can be, yeah.
Okay, I feel like nowadays anime watchers especially, they have so many good quality animes to look forward to. I feel like there's no better time to be an anime fan than nowadays recently.
Yeah. Like, have you seen the Attack on Titan memes yang Indo especially about?
Ya, shitpost gitu ya.
Iya, banyak banget, man. Kayak lu kayak lu divaksin.
Iya. Sampai Menkominfo kan bikin itu kan.
Iya,
Jokowi tidak akan berubah menjadi Titan.
Iya kayak negara apa lagi gitu tuh di Twitter yang shit post culture-nya netizen sampai gitu. Bener-bener Kominfo bilang tidak apa-apa, kalau divaksin tidak akan berubah jadi Titan. Kayak apa sih
Mereka sampai
kontrak?
bikin itu loh. Mereka sampai bikin dedicated Instagram post tentang apa itu Attack on Titan. Setahu gue.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
kan
god, gila.
it
Keren,
became
keren.
such a big misconception. The boomers jadi bingung kan, hah divaksin jadi Titan itu apa? Itu penyakit apa?
Itu apa lagi?
Itu an actual condition kayak mereka kayak aja khawatir kan.
Lu jadi 10 feet tall, I'm like, oh shit. Aduh.
Anyways,
Indomedia
and-
is the best.
Anime has just been has become such a deep rooted thing in Indo community, like shit posting terus it's become pop culture aja sih, and more people are enjoying it. There's so many more options now. It's on Netflix, kan Netflix di Indo, and I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll is gonna come to Indonesia at some point.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
a matter of time right now.
But I don't think, okay, to be fair, I don't think the anime culture is as big as K-pop culture di Indo.
Oh,
Gak bakal.
That's a whole other topic.
that's a
Tapi
whole
kayak-
other. We can talk about that. I'm not
Oh.
very well versed in K-pop
Same.
culture,
I
but
don't-
we
I
can
don't
talk
think-
about that.
I don't think
I think
any
it's
of us-
interesting to look at, tapi yeah, we digress. We
Yeah.
can save that for later.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, anime emang is it's something very sentimental, and I think it's good. I think it's good that it's getting the
Yeah.
recognition it deserves, man.
After like 1 hour of talking about anime, it's like conclusion. Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
So in conclusion, it do be indeed it's good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yep.
And it's pretty good. Like I'd say
it's decent.
it's at least a 5, you know.
Oh my god. You fucker.
Well, do you guys have anything else to add?
Support our other shows. Wrap it.
Other. Don't watch anime in dub, you dumb fuck.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're one of those toxic gatekeepers, I see.
Nah, I hate dub.
That's
Fuck
a
dub.
contentious topic. That's a different thing, but okay.
Oh my god.
I
can't-
respect
can't
that
believe it.
opinion.
I respect your opinion as an individual, but I disagree with you. Tapi kayak, I mean, I'm not saying, okay, fuck. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole and the episode.
Nah,
Ra.
itu lama lagi, Tur.
Yeah.
Well,
we need another hour for this.
this was a long one. It's because we didn't make a script for this one. This is a free flow discussion. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out our other shows. They're great, great producers, cool
Good
buddies that we
topics.
have. Yeah, good topics, different variety of topics from
Mhm.
tourism and like woke stuff and education. Jadi check them out too, and stay tuned for like the stuff that we have in line for the next 2 weeks. All right, see you.
Bye bye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.